I died twice, the first time I went through the tunnel of light and stood in front of God's throne. The second time I went through the tunnel of darkness and stood in front of Satan's throne. I was blind and could not see him, but I knew where I was and I knew who he was. I remember saying, "But I love you," and holding my arms out, and with that, I was cast out of hell. Love is the most powerful force in this universe. Everything God created, He created with love. God is love. It is not possible to kill love. Jesus proved that on the cross. You cannot kill love. I don't care how much that guy hates you. If you love him, he can never ever defeat you. Fear only exists in the absence of love. People that love everything fear nothing. How do you know someone loves you? They feed you. You were born instinctively knowing your mother loved you because she fed you, she took care of you, she protected you. We are born into this world instinctively knowing how to love each other. We have to be taught how to hate each other. Love is not an emotion. Love is not something you can give or get. Love is a verb. Love is something you do. Jesus left us with just one commandment: love each other. If everybody followed that one commandment, we would all be living here together in the spirit of peace and love, right here on earth, just as it's done in heaven. There you go. Now you know the truth. Satan says, "I'm infected with a virus." He calls the truth. That virus has a name: love. I intend to infect every living creature on this planet with it. And there is nothing anyone can do to stop me. Love is the essence of our being, the core of our existence. It transcends all boundaries, all differences. When we embrace love, we embrace our true selves. Love is the foundation of every meaningful connection. It is the light that guides us through the darkest times. With love, we can overcome any obstacle. It is the bridge that connects hearts and souls. Love is the universal language that everyone understands. It is the force that unites us all. Let us all choose love every single day. For in love we find our true purpose and meaning, and in love we find the power to change the world.
My experience is quite fresh. I was rushed to hospital with severe breathing difficulties on the 3rd of June. I woke up 3 weeks later in ICU. My lungs completely failed, my blood became acidic, and for 5 days I was the sickest patient in the whole country. They told my husband to prepare for worse, and they were giving me only 5% chance of survival. I was on full life support and dialysis. I am beyond happy to be alive, and the thought I nearly left my children without saying goodbye fills me with dread. I remember a lot of things from coma, and also what I believe was near-death experience. I remember floating down what felt like endless room or tunnel. It was complete darkness, and I could hear the doctors and nurses. It was complete pandemonium, but I was calm and my body was weightless. I also vaguely remember talking to some white light entity with very soft, nearly high-pitched voice. But when I woke up, it felt like this happened months ago. I don't remember our conversation, but she was asking me a lot of questions. The memories from coma are harrowing and scary. I was in a different reality. It looked like hospital after a massive tornado, and there were very scary people who just stared at me. There was a man who committed suicide in front of everybody, and it felt like the scary people were intimidating me to join him. It was absolutely terrifying. They had a great difficulty to wake me up from coma, and for 2 days I was in vegetative state. I am beyond happy to be alive, and I feel like a miracle, but it all scares me so much. Did anybody experience anything similar? Thank you. This story was shared by Zuzana Forsyth Kekotova and happened in 2024. The journey has been long and arduous, but I am grateful for every moment. My family's support has been my anchor through this ordeal. Life feels more precious now, and I cherish every second. I've started documenting my experience to help others who might go through something similar. Sharing my story has been therapeutic and has helped me process the trauma. Finding peace in small moments has become my new normal. Every day is a celebration of life and love. Together, we are stronger and more resilient. Reflecting on this journey, I realize how far I've come. Listening to others' stories has given me hope and strength. Gratitude fills my heart every day. The love and support of my family have been my greatest blessing. My near-death experience has changed me forever. Therapy has helped me find closure and move forward. Hope is what keeps me going every day. This journey has been a testament to the strength of the human spirit. I'm grateful for every moment, every breath, and every heartbeat. My near-death experience has given me a new perspective on life. Finding peace in small moments has become my new normal. Gratitude fills my heart every day. Reflecting on this journey, I realize how far I've come. Hope is what keeps me going every day. I am grateful for every moment, every breath, and every heartbeat. My near-death experience has given me a new perspective on life. Finding peace in small moments has become my new normal. Gratitude fills my heart every day. Reflecting on this journey, I realize how far I've come. Hope is what keeps me going every day. I am grateful for every moment, every breath, and every heartbeat. My near-death experience has given me a new perspective on life. Finding peace in small moments has become my new normal. Gratitude fills my heart every day. Reflecting on this journey, I realize how far I've come. Hope is what keeps me going every day. I am grateful for every moment, every breath, and every heartbeat. My near-death experience has given me a new perspective on life. Finding peace in small moments has become my new normal. Gratitude fills my heart every day. Reflecting on this journey, I realize how far I've come. Hope is what keeps me going every day. I'm grateful for every moment, every breath, and every heartbeat. My near-death experience has given me a new perspective on life. Finding peace in small moments has become my new normal. Gratitude fills my heart every day. Reflecting on this journey, I realize how far I've come. Hope is what keeps me going every day. I'm grateful for every moment, every breath, and every heartbeat. My near-death experience has given me a new perspective on life. Finding peace in small moments has become my new normal. Gratitude fills my heart every day. Reflecting on this journey, I realize how far I've come. Hope is what keeps me going every day.
I was 23 years old when my near-death experience happened. I was living a dangerous lifestyle, using drugs and selling them, dancing for money to feed my addiction. My mother died at the age of 25 from a drug overdose when I was 4. I never understood why she left me, so I did everything in my power to go with her. I had worked a shift dancing, and as usual, I drank a full bottle of liquor. When I got home to my boyfriend at the time, the same home my daughter lived in, she was 3 at the time, everyone was drinking and partying because that's all everyone knew how to do. Most of them had taken a party pill known as Molly. I, who should have been told no when I asked, was given one on request. The pill had been coated in red dye. Little did I know that the dye would have a horrible reaction with what I know now to be alcohol poisoning. Within 25 minutes of taking the pill, I became disoriented. I decided that I should lay down. Little did I know that I was in a place of possibly never getting up again. The moment I laid down, I knew something was majorly wrong. I couldn't feel my legs. I wasn't able to talk even though I thought I was. I could see my boyfriend's lips moving but heard no words. I remember the panic in his face, and at that moment, I remember thinking of my daughter. I remember pleading with him that something wasn't right and to not call the police, to let me be there. I was tired emotionally from my life. My spirit was depleted, drained. I had gone throughout life with no parents, no family, had gone through spiritual, mental, emotional, and major physical and sexual abuse. I had already been through multiple other near-death experiences, including domestic violence. I just didn't want to fight. I laid in that bed for 4 days. I could feel my spirit looking down at my body, watching my boyfriend put a rice pan under my bottom to help me use the bathroom because my legs had no movement. My spirit went to a door. I walked through and saw bright lights, then a dark tunnel. It was my life and the life of my mother and my mother's mother and her mother. All the women had gone through the same pain and suffering as me. I could hear my daughter cry, asking for me, and my spirit watching her in the next room in confusion. I saw her life as she got older. I watched her go down the same path I had. I heard a voice say it doesn't have to be this way. That I could break the chains of pain and addiction that had held my bloodline in bondage for so long, that it wasn't my turn, that I wasn't alone and had never been alone, that my story would save so many lives. It went dark. I opened my eyes. It was very bright. The sun was beaming through the corner of the window. I breathed and then realized I felt an itch on my leg. I scratched it without realizing I could move again. I sat up, looked around as if it had all been a dream. It wasn't. 4 whole days had passed. I walked out the room, down the hall, hugged my daughter, and realized I had a choice. I wish I could tell you all that I surrendered that day, but I didn't. The desire to use drugs haunted me for years to come. But I will tell you, I never forgot that moment. And on February 7th, 2019, I decided I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I chose life at that moment. I chose to break the chains of addiction that had torn and broke so many generations of my bloodline. I surrendered to God and I put myself in rehab. Today, I have 2 years and 8 months clean. I feel so empowered by my near-death experience and the love that my higher power has placed in my heart. I know today that the pain and trauma I went through was a building block for me to understand what happened to my ancestors and why it was my job to be on this planet and give my children a break. My daughter is now 15 years old, and I have a 10-year-old son whom I had with the boyfriend at the time. He's now doing 14 years in jail. The best thing I did was get out when I did, and for that I am truly grateful. If you know anyone struggling with addiction, be kind. Addiction has no face. It can get anyone. I am living proof that we do recover. Help is available to anyone who wants it. Love now for tomorrow isn't promised, but we do have a choice. This story was shared by Felicita Rose Hernandez.